From the nation capital, it's a very pleasant welcome to this Freedom TV Archive. Today is Saturday, August 13th, and my name is Benjamin Quay Johnson. Freedom News Archive is a magazine program that comes your way every Saturday on this radio. On today's edition, story making the news. Following the arrest of magistrates William Clifford of the Sarah Maisura Court in Bond County, Chief Justice Francis Kobo reacted to the arrest. U.S. State Department has released its 2022 investment climate statement on Liberia. As the parents of the 3-year-old boy who is suffering from severe implications on his eyes, are making an SOS call to humanitarian philanthropists and well-meaning Liberians to help underwrite their child health conditions surgery in the JFK hospital. Please stick and stay with her. We'll be right back and breaking more detail of the stories that are making the news during the week. Welcome back. U.S. State Department has released a 2022 investment climate statement on Liberia. The statement addressed multiple issues ranging from economic, corruption, development, and investment, among others. Our reporter Jeff Jefferson read through the statement and filed in this report.
The U.S. Department of State has released its 2022 investment climate statements on Liberia. According to the statement, Liberia offers opportunities for investment, especially in natural resources such as mining, agriculture, fishing, and forestry, but also in more specialized sectors such as energy, telecommunications, tourism, and financial services. The statement said Liberia's economy, which was severely damaged by more than a decade of civil wars, that ended in 2003, has been slowly recovering, but Liberia has yet to attain pre-war levels of development. The statement added that Liberia's largely commodities-based economy relies heavily on imports, even for the most basic needs like fuel, clothing, and rice, Liberia's most important staple food. It also reflects how the COVID-19 pandemic disrupted many sectors of the economy, which contracted in 2019 and 2020. The World Bank and IMF Canada expects per capita GDP to return to pre-COVID-19 levels by 2023. The statement also notes that growth will be driven mainly by the mining sector, although structural reforms are also expected to increase activity in agriculture and construction. The statement also indicates low human development, expensive and unreliable electricity, poor roads, a lack of reliable internet access, especially outside urban areas, and pervasive government corruption constrain investment and development. According to the statement, most of Liberia lacks reliable power, although efforts to expand access to the electricity grid are ongoing through an extension from the Mount Coffee hydropower plant, connection to the West Africa Power Pool, and other internationally supported energy projects. The statement also reveals that public perception of corruption in the public sector is high, as indicated by Liberia's poll showing in Transparency International's 2021 Corruption Perceptions Index, where Liberia ranked 136 out of 180 countries. Additionally, the statement indicates that low public trust in the banking sector and seasonal currency shortages result in most cash being held outside the banks. However, to remedy this, the Central Bank of Liberia in 2021 initiated a plan to print and circulate additional currency. The new printing and minting, according to the statement, will provide 48 billion Liberian dollars through 2024, while the CBI and commercial banks have also successfully pushed the adoption of mobile money, which Liberians access through their mobile phones to make everyday purchases and pay bills. But government has yet to activate the national switch, meaning banking instruments like ATMs and mobile money accounts remain unintegrated. Meanwhile, the statement said the government-backed business climate working government works with public and private sector stakeholders to explore how to create a friendlier business environment. International donors also work with the government to improve investment climate, which ranks toward the global bottom by most global measures. Despite these numerous challenges, the statement said Liberia is rich in natural resources and has large expanses of potentially productive agricultural land and abundant rainfall to sustain agri-businesses. The statement added that Liberia's rich mineral resources offer significant potential to investors in extractive industries, which had allowed several large international concessionaires to invest successfully in agriculture and mining, though negotiating these engagements with the government often proves to be a lengthy and Byzantine struggle. At the same time, the fishing industry, according to the statement, long dormant compared to pre-war levels, is making improvements that should make it more attractive for investment. Reporting for Freedom News Half Hour, I am Jeff Jefferson.
He's our reporter, Jeff Jefferson, covering reading this U.S. report during the week. The arrest of Magistrate William Silfos of the Salar Magisterial Court in Bond County by traditional bush devil has claimed the attention of Chief Justice Francis Kobo. Justice Kobo says Magistrate Clifford's arrest by traditional bush masters was totally wrong. According to him, if they disagree with the court decision, there are channels set by law and not to apprehend people. He maintained that the actions of magistrates, incarcerations of magistrates Williams and others judicial officers are unacceptable for any democratic nations that should uphold the rule of law. Here is Chief Justice Francis Kobo speaking during the week.
Of some traditional people seizing our magistrate in Salala. This is alarming, disturbing. This is not right. This morning I called the Minister of Justice. It's not clear whether the magistrate has been released. But I'd like to say this is wrong. If you disagree with a decision of a court, you got channels set by law to be able to say, I do not agree, therefore I'm carrying you up to the next level for redress. But the way out is not to collect people, go to the court and seize the judge and police officers and other court workers. We cannot allow this to happen in our country. We say this is a country of law. The magistrate judges the matter or takes a position or takes action regarding a matter before him or her. You are not satisfied. The law says you go to the next level. This is not the animal kingdom where might. And I do know that our traditional people are respected people. I am a traditional person. I know highly respected, knowledgeable. This may be an isolated incident. I don't know what the magistrate did or did not do. If that be the case, you are dissatisfied with the performance of the magistrate, the action he took. If you have your right, let's assume you have your right that was violated by the magistrate. A wrong way of pursuing your right is wrong. So I hope that the Minister of Justice and those who have the authority to enforce the law, I hope our magistrate will be released as soon as possible. This is totally unacceptable. Can I accept it? Because it brings a chilling effect on other judges and magistrates. And that means if there is a case in which traditional people are involved, then you say, I don't want to do it this way, because I fear that I hear they say they want to take him. This is rumor, not confirmed, and initiate him into the quarrel. This is wrong. That those of us who are from certain traditional background who agree to be initiated, you don't force anybody to be initiated. I don't want to talk about it much. Myself, I'm a member of the quarrel. It could not have happened to me because I'm a Zoe. You have come down there, then we'll know exactly what we do. But on a serious note, this is wrong.
His Liberia Chief Justice Francis Kobor responding to the recent arrest of magistrates William Cephas by the traditional leaders in Bond County. Legal inquiry from prosecuting lawyer has led to City Court to reschedule the criminal trial involving 7 members of the CDC Council of Petra. Prosecuting lawyer during the week pleaded with Magistrate Juman Jala to delay the trial to enable them to gather more evidence from the police on the defendant actions. The request for additional time was granted by Magistrate Juman Jala, and matter was later rescheduled for August 15. Following the court decisions, the Assistant Minister for Litigation, Councillor Wise spoke with our judicial correspondent at the Chamber of Justice, Yaris, Councillor Wise.
The judge denied our application for continuance. The basis of our continuance was to allow us to present additional information to the court that was not obtained at the time the individual were being investigated and forwarded to the court. That was not intended to delay the trial proceedings, but to ensure that the judge have a proper reason to grant a full-blown trial because the judge has a jurisdiction over the criminal charges. It is not solely enough saying you hear preliminary examination and send it to the higher court, but no, you can hear that because those cases have collapsed for the court. So you don't want the judge to have that appreciation of our evidence. Well, at the time the individual were being investigated, the principal victim, Christopher, was not present in the police station. And also other victims who alleged that they were being beaten up, they didn't appear to the police station. So we need to get additional information. Not that probably have 48 hours to investigate the matter and have it sent to court. So that was done in a statutory limitation. But now, issue of gathering evidence will continue to trial. So we are trying to go into trial, but we want to ensure that not the judge have an appreciation of the evidence we have in our possession so that it move the case to a full-blown trial instead of wasting the time up in the examinations. I don't really know. I cannot speak to that. As far as concerned, at the time they were brought to court, they were charged for the crime of criminal intent to commit murder or aggravated assault. Although charges are pronounceable before the criminal court, not before the court. But before this court, magistrate could only have the other charges that are misdemeanor. So the one that had to do with the second degree felony was forwarded over to the appropriate court for action. So I cannot speak to the issue of the indictment. As far as concerned, this court cannot hear full-blown trial cases that involve attempted murder, aggravated assault. No, not to my knowledge. I told you that on Tuesday the grand jury started sitting on Tuesday. So the county attorney have other cases, the other murder trial that you put here to come to testify to. So I don't know which specific case that you sent to the grand jury room. You can ask the county attorney to tell you what the police came from. But as far as concerned, our prosecuting attorney who carry on the indictment, or you have the second right to call up police, witnesses to come to testify. So they may have come to other cases beside the one you're thinking about. So I can speak to them. Our intention is not to delay the trial proceedings or to buffer the proceedings, but to ensure that justice is done. So before the end of the day or by tomorrow, I think additional evidence will have that we give the judge the appreciation to be able to take full jurisdiction. The matter will be obtained, but the criminal litigation is not about conviction of acquittal, but to ensure that justice is done. Or we that breach will cross the water.
Meanwhile, defense lawyer Councillor Arthur Johnson said he is aware of prosecuting lawyer plan to indict his clients to attempt to commit murder and aggravated assault, but he is not troubled by their legal techniques.
If you see the state asking for continuance, I think they want to get an indictment for the other 2 charges that are not cognizable for trial before the magisterial court. I'm a criminal lawyer. And so what they intend to do is that they want to delay until they can get a grand jury indictment for the 2 charges, and then they can serve the indictment. But we already understand that. We already know what to do. Yeah, once they get the true bill, they will come up with a writ of arrest from Criminal Code A. And then the bond that we have from the magisterial court will be used to introduce to the sheriff and as well as the judge. Now, to have the man in detention is not the trial. The essence of criminal prosecution is to make sure that justice is served. All of the people that committed crimes all around the place, and you have one group of persons, you prosecuting them, that is selective enforcement of the law. It leads injustice. This is my first time in my practice of law. You may have an indictment or the writ of arrest, and then you don't have the criminal agency traceable to the crime. There is no medical report, no medical institution to say who is the victim, and you cannot get the victim, but you say you watch from video. This is my first time. First and foremost, in a criminal trial, when you try to intend to say you want to establish a criminal trial guilt against a person, the responsibility is on you, first of all, to establish what we call the criminal agency that is traceable to the accused. You don't have criminal agency. Where is the victim? Where is the medical report? On what basis you are proceeding for charges? So the whole thing is just about sentiment and deciding to subjugate one group of persons. In fact, you and I are witnesses. We're hearing all kind of violence against the same perpetrator. Let's go to court and wait and see. They both say they get evidence. Let them produce the evidence. And you say that somebody was dying. Bring the witness. Bring the victim. Bring the medical report. But you listen to the assistant minister of litigation said that at the time we presented our witnesses, when we presented a police charge against these people in court, we have not gathered the evidence. So we want the pictorial evidence to be produced. Then we can start with the preliminary examination requests that are made before they proceed. So my question to the court is, on what basis you proceeded to issue the writ of arrest? Because before you issue the writ of arrest, there must be what we call a probable cause. Probable cause, those are facts, circumstances known to reasonable law enforcement or court officers or judicial officers or officials that a crime has been committed, and that crime that has been committed was committed with the result of a criminal agency, and that criminal agency is traceable to the accused. In the absence of the criminal agency, on what basis you proceeded to get a writ of arrest?
His Councillor Arthur Johnson's alias was Councillor Wise speaking to our judicial reporter at the Temple of Justice during the week. Bekiwa Kunei. She's Fatu Giflo. Five minutes to 6 o'clock this morning. This is Freedom News Archive, your weekend magazine program. Morning to Sweli Toba. Sweli Toba, the Front with Africa, Vice President of the Reporters Association of Liberia. Bakira Kunai. Princess Fatu Giflo. If you're just coming our way, this is Freedom News Archive. And I'd like to say welcome.
Kokolioko, chicken necro for day.
This is Auntie Mianta family. Chicken crow for the day. If you are taking your exercise this morning, I'd like to say good morning. Welcome to the new dawn. Chicken or a crow for the day. Welcome, welcome. This is Freedom News Archive.
Chicken necro for day. Chicken necro for day. Chicken necro for day. When he said, make love to me, oh, make love to me, pretty mama, make love to me, so chicken necro for a day. And I said, Ataya me love, oh, Ataya me love, Ataya me love, and chicken necro for a day. Hey, yeah. Chicken necro for a day. Where is that chimney? Hey, oh,
Hey, yeah. This is Auntie Mianta family.
Chicken necro for.
Good morning and wake up.
Oh, baby. Please. Say,
This is Freedom News Accra.
oh, please, Papa. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Oh, okay, all right.
Good morning to my own brother and friend, Constant Bourgeois.
Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah.
Constant Bourgeois, but we are the third.
Hey, yeah.
Good morning, brother.
Oh, day when he's touching me. Hey,
And Randall Jackson, all the way there in Sando County.
hey, yeah. Sweet daddy. Hey, yeah. Chicken the crow day. Chicken the crow day.
Let's bring the sun down and go strictly to our development. The parents of a 3-year-old boy who is suffering from the serious implications on one of his eye have made an SOS call to humanitarian, philanthropic, and well-meaning Liberian to help underwrite the cause of the conditions, conducting a surgery on the eyes of their sons, Zubat Rabel. The child, who is currently admitted at the John F. Kennedy Hospital in Monrovia, need to go on surgery immediately to prevent his eye from getting damaged due to strained illness. Speaking recently with Freedom News during the week in Monrovia, the grandmothers of the child, Rebecca Colley, says the doctor have revealed that over 1,000 United States dollars is needed to carry out the treatment on the little boy. Here is Rebecca Colley speaking.
Well, I have grandchild. They say they started on him, they say cataract. They are just inside in my hand. When we come to the hospital, no money that for us to go to hospital for the child to get well. So that's why I cry on the government then. Primway, Mayanway, Joy we are, and my people, you please help me. All of you, I need your help. My people, everybody in the country, I beg you, I need your help. You please help me. Let my son get well. The eyes now can also plenty a rare. Anybody see the child, they will be feeding for him. So I beg him, the country people, let them help him. The child to JFK hospital. I'll be there. The people say I should pay the money before they treat the child, but I don't have the money. So that's why I cry on the government. Let the government please help him. They say $1,200 USD to buy the medicine, but I don't have that money. That's why I cry on the government, the senator, the representative, everybody. I cry on them, let them help me. Let my grandchild get well. Begging there. And I made 1 week and 4 days in the hospital. No help, no money, no medicine, no money to buy the medicine, so no treatment. And they tell us, if no money, then no treatment. You got to look for money before we treat the child. And I don't have the money. So I begging the government, please help me. Let my child get well. So that's why they say they put it on the crowd. I say, Mama, where you put me that? Where I will get money to treat the child? I don't have money. So I begging you, forgive all that year. That was so get well. And we'll cry on people. That people help us to do that. Why I cry on the government. I had a grandma out in a bush. We are in a bush. We're not in the city. We're in on a farm. We make it farm work. And no help, no money in our hands. So I cry on the people that let them help me. I have contact number. My number is 08805622223. 08805622223. My people, every day I cry. I cry because no help. I cry, no help. Nana, I tell you so I cry. That tears in my eye.
Also speaking, the uncle of the child, Fatih Collins, expressed frustrations over the current conditions of their sons. He also appealing to the government officials, members of the Bon County Legislative Caucus, to intervene in the matter to save the life of their child. There is Fatih Collins speaking during the week.
They are what is happening to it, according to the doctors. they said it is canceled because the eye took like a month, 1 month, and then the inside part came outside. So they told us that it is cancer that can be cause of that. So right now, with the situation, the child eye is actually bad. When you see it, it's bad. Even if you look at it in the video or in the hospital, wherever he is, you come, you see, you won't feel good about it. When they brought the child from the bush, the first time they came, we took the child at redemption. From there, redemption were able to send all the stores that they can make it there, we can find somewhere else. So we deemed necessary to bring him to JFK. When we came to JFK, they did some other tests. They said the first day they want to do the CT scan. And when they did the test, because there was no money, I was in there. So they rejected him. That's how the woman and they called me. They told me that we here, there was no money. So nothing we can do. I had to say, wait, I will come there. When I came, there was no money. Looking at the child condition, I have to contact a friend of mine. I was able to credit me $160, and that's how we pay that money to do the test for the first time. From there, they transferred us to the children clinic because they said it was cancer, and then he needed some money to start the treatment. But saying there was no treatment, we should go back home. So they brought the child home. When the child was with us, after some days, 2-3 days time, the child started shivering, or the child went off. So that night, I had to take the child to.
He's the uncle to a 3-year-old boy who currently suffering from a heart sickness, calling for an SOS call to help their son undergo his surgery at the JFK Medical Hospital. Foreign Minister Mazwes Kimia has assured the public that the ministries would release the findings of the investigations into diplomatic passport saga involving the businessman Shakid Bushiri Kantid in September of this year. Speaking at the Ministry of Information regular spread briefing during the week in Monrovia, the foreign minister says the investigation is still on the way with the help of experts from the United States who arrived in the country since June of this year to assist the investigations. Here is Foreign Minister Mazwe Kimia.
Please to inform you that investigation is still ongoing. At the moment, in terms of update, we are very much grateful to the government of the United States of America for the technical assistance being provided us. In June of this year, an expert from the United States government arrived in Liberia with the expertise and skills that has to do with fraudulent documentation or examination of documents to determine. That's an expertise that we value because, as you are aware, we are talking about documentation. So we continue to collaborate with them, and at this point in time, the subject or person of interest with respect to the investigation is Sheikh Basiru Khan. So we are investigating allegations that he possesses the diplomatic passport, or that he was, or a diplomatic passport was allegedly found in his possession. Diplomatic passport allegedly found in the possession of Sheikh Basiru Khan. So Sheikh Basiru Khan is a person of interest in the investigation. So you would agree with me that the investigation even becomes inconclusive if you don't directly or indirectly have access to having Sheikh Basiru Khan to answer questions. That is the diplomatic engagement we are currently in. Unfortunately for us, the expertise or expert from the government of the United States that is providing technical assistance to the committee is now in country, and we have been working together with he and another colleague of his from the U.S. Embassy as it relates to this investigation.
His Foreign Minister Steve Mazwe Kimia speaking during this week. The opposition former ruling Unity Party has described as autocratic attack against the home of its chairman, Dr. Luther Tappe, early Tuesday during the week in Pineville. The attack got alleged through several petrol bombs during the early morning hour on August 12th in the fence of Chairman Luther Tappe, which they believe have been led to the fire. Former Vice President and standard bearers of the United Party spoke with the reporter on Friday during the week at the scene. Here is Vice President Joseph Boakai speaking. We cannot lay our hand on the essay. Okay.
The generator was now on, so we don't know what happened. I think it will be a nice thing for people who are experts in this area to come and do investigation. But I'm a little bit taken aback that up to now we haven't seen anybody here, either from the police, fire service, or from investigators. You will say, well, maybe they haven't fired a report. But these days, the social media, all of you are here because of the social media. So we don't know what happened. So we don't understand if the government should be responsive to these kind of things, because these are services that you render to the people. So we would like to know why nobody's here. I think he had made some calls. He has gotten some reactions. Maybe he might tell you what it told me, but I don't think this is it. I think about what we intend. We intend to go into a free, fair, transparent, and very secure election. I mean, that's the way we believe.
His former Vice President Joseph Boakai speaking during the week at the home of his party chairman, Dr. Luther Tappe, after his home was destroyed by fire in the Pineville area.
Madam President of Africa, Layman, now welcome.
This is our time.
Calling all the women, every single woman, mother, auntie,
Hey, Ronald Chapui,
woman,
watching all the way there from Pineville City as the nation capital, especially EWA Junction.
mamas, come,
Thank you for watching us.
your child,
Thank you for following us this morning.
baby earth is breathing and wailing, and needs your tender embrace. Mothers of the universe,
Mothers of the universe,
your skies,
mothers of Liberia,
save your child,
come and save your child. Come and save your land.
save your child.
2023 is in the corner.
Come,
What are we doing?
sisters, come and take back your child. This crazy world is breaking and burning and needs your strength right away. Mothers of you,
Especially Sando County, District number 3.
Mother Nature's,
The mothers of District number 3, Sando County.
take back your,
Please, we need your help.
take back your child. Oh, wow, oh.
This is our time.
Let's hear it, girls.
Time for peace to reign.
This is our time. Oh, woman, oh, this is our time. Oh, woman, oh.
Hey, Jared T. Murray, good morning, brother.
There is no place to run, so we must take away
The mothers of Africa,
bombs,
what are you doing?
come right from wrong, and that
Have you seen the thing happening in our neighboring country, Sierra Leone?
We who rock those cradles.
There is a need to intervene in that country.
We who carry the world. This is our time.
Women of Africa, wake up.
This is our time. Oh, woman, woman, this is our time. It is our time. Oh, woman, this is our time.
16 minutes past 6 o'clock. This is your program, Freedom News Archive.
She is a woman, strong woman.
This is our time. Time for peace, reconciliation,
Come on, girls.
togetherness. No need for protest. Protestation cannot develop our country. What are we doing? Are we destroying or are we developing our country? Let's take the sun down and go strictly to our development. After a month of consultation and engagement with stakeholders, APN Terminal Liberia, in partnership with Liberia Revenue Authority, has launched the port automation digitization project at the Freeport of Monrovia. The launch is expected to significantly improve the efficiencies of both customer clearance process and terminal operation in the long term and reaffirm the Freeport of Monrovia position as the gateway to the economies of Liberia and the Mana River Union in the region. Speaking at the launch of the part, APN Terminal Liberia Managing Director Jonathan Graham expressed gratitude to the various partners. Graham stressed the need for even stronger partnership in the rollout of the project, adding that such is the only way the Freeport of Monrovia can be transformed into a modern port serving Liberia and the sub-regions. Here is Jonathan Graham speaking during the week. Jonathan Graham.
Congratulations on the launch of the END. What is the long-term strategic goal of this initiative?
Okay, that's a great question. I mean, it's relatively simple. The long-term strategic goal is to make it easy to move through the port. We feel like if customers have ease of moving through the port, custom brokers have an easy way to do business, they'll bring more business, and the Liberian economy will grow. That's our goal. That's what we do. That's what we do for a living. And this initiative, digitizing the customs release process, will help that happen. So we're super happy today. Glad you guys are here. We spread the message that great things are happening in Freeport, and I'm super happy today, guys.
Thank you very much.
In remarks, Liberia Revenue Authority Commissioner General Thomas Donald highlighted the importance of the port automation and digitalizations to LRA mandate in revenue collections. Here is Thomas Donald speaking with reporter the program.
Well, efficiency in revenue collection, efficiency is important. Meaning, if people bring in their, the products through APMT and LRA can process it, as effectively, efficiently as possible, it means it builds confidence in the system. And then it allows more people to want to take advantage of the system and import it out. And if that is done, obviously it is going to help us increase our revenue, So this process and the partnership we are in is about what happens at APM Terminal, what happened with Medtech, right? Let me just say, Medtech replaced VBAC. So what happens with Medtech in terms of inspection? And also what happens as LRA assesses, the consignment of different businesses and the way we work with customers.
However, given the preparatories of the work done by the partners, the technical team leader of the project for APM Terminal Liberia, and the region customer product and service leader in Africa, Middle East, and Asia, Matthews Freeman says the various logistics technical know-how and trainings have all been provided to ensure a smooth implementation of the work. Here is Mint Freeman.
You want your papers. It took time. Sometimes to get a document for across LRA to APM Terminal for a simple release, sometimes it takes up to 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. What the digitalization did is that we integrated with LRA systems, just as an example. So when LRA presses a release button, APM Terminals automatically releases the cargo without no human intervention. These things are possible in other parts of the world. So we were following about the question for a long time. Why can't we do the same thing in Liberia? I think it's the age. We are ushering into a new age to fully automate and digitize most of the processes. I know it's not going to be 100%. There are still things you need to present physical documents, but we have made great strides in achieving this agenda. And today, people can have the cargo approved for release within minutes. 1 to 5 minutes. You don't have to take documents anywhere. It's possible. It's possible in Liberia also, right?
Yep. So how well have the various stakeholders been engaged for smooth implementation of this process?
Oh no, they've been fantastic. Without their support, we couldn't have done anything. We had LRA, APM Terminals, we were taking the lead. We had the banks, one of the major stakeholders also, to automate the payment and receipt processes. We had MTS, who's replacing BVAC. We're also part of this journey from day one. The shipping lines, fantastic. The moment they go for delivery order, the shipping lines, they hit release, it also releases the customer cargo here. So the customer doesn't need physical document or paper, taking it from office to office. So let's to have the cargo release here.
Thank you very much.
His Matthew Freeman earlier was LRA Commissioner General Thomas Dona and APM Terminal Managing Director Jonathan Graham speaking during the week at the launch of the Port Automation Digitalization Project at the Freeport of Monrovia. Most of the county electoral district number 7 representative who vote were empowered as underscore job creation and entrepreneurship as a first priority is elected as lawmaker comes 2023 general and presidential election. Speaking with Freedom News during the week, the stalwarts of the opposition Liberty Party says district number 7 is lacking behind in the areas of entrepreneurship and job creation due to lack of total representation at levels of the lower house. According to Madam Powell, the people of District 7 are not benefiting from national development, government as a result of poor representation by the current lawmaker of the district.
Where you support others to do what you think needs to be done for your people, and they get there and they don't do what they're supposed to do. I have supported so many candidates that have run, contested for public office, and they have won, and it turned out to not have wanted to stick with their agenda, stick with the plan to represent. The person that I can trust to deliver that is myself. So that's why I decided to contest for that. I'm bringing on actual representation. Popularity, the current lawmaker is a very popular person in the district, but he's not representing the district. I mean, let's put the question back to you. You're in the district. Can you tell me what the current lawmaker has done that represents the district or that has benefited the district or moved the district anywhere in the last 12 years? Absolutely nothing. So popularity is not necessarily an indicator on someone's ability or capability to do something. Nobody's going to take his popularity away from him. But the people of District 7 are going to have to decide whether or not popularity is putting food on the table, whether it's bringing business opportunities to the district, whether it's dealing with their water and sanitation, education, all of these issues. How has popularity helped them in the last 12 years? That's the question that the citizens of District 7 are going to have to answer.
She's most rather counted the electoral district number 7 representative Hopo Wade Powered speaking with reporter during the week. With the story, that's how we'd like to close down to the editions of the Freedom News Archive. But before we take a look at you, we'd like to recap our major stories that we carried during the week. U.S. State Department have released a 2022 investment climate statement on Liberia. As Chief Justice Francis Kubwa reacted to the arrest of traditions leader arrest of Magistrate Williams Sliford of the Sarah Magisterial Court in Bond County. The parents of 3-year-old boy who is currently suffering from a hives is calling on the government and humanitarian organization to help their child go on a surgery at the John F. Kennedy Memorial Hospital in Monrovia. With this and many more, you can follow us on Sunday evening on our major news program, Freedom Evening News Basket. Or join us on next week Saturdays on this program. For now, you can stick with us and follow the next program that is about to come your way. My name is Benjamin Quay Johnson. I present and carry on this program this morning. Bye-bye for now.